Right, welcome back to just going to start term one. If you remember, I said that the Confederates will be coming along this road and their objective is to capture this town so that they can do an assault on the bridge. They think that both are occupied by the rebels, but they're not. And down this road will be coming the Union Brigade. Their objective is to capture that bridge in preparation for an assault on the town. Again, they think that the Confederates, the Confederates have got both of those. So each one thinks the other's occupying the territory. Now, to do this, I've decided to use, if it can read my scribble, is change hands because I can't do it with right hand. So I'm going to throw to see what the initiative is of each commander. Blue is the Union, red is the Confederate, and you can see even that the guy's got initiative. If it's an odd number, he's a bit of a stickler, sticks to the rules, his orders. Right, we've thrown a double six, both even, so they're both got initiative, so I'm going to take that, so that's good. Also, what I've also done is reinforcements on day 2. This is day 1, and it's quite late in the afternoon, so I'm going to do a total of, let me think, 5 turns for each side, so 10 turns. And tomorrow, at various points, I will roll a dice, and they'll get whatever the dice roll is. But they only get it once. I mean, if the Confederates roll a 6, they'll get an infantry brigade, and the next reinforcement roll, if they throw a 6 again, well, that's tough, they've already had that, so it'll be no reinforcements. And so we'll see how it goes. That way we've got a trickle of reinforcements, maybe or maybe not arriving. So, but that'll be for the second day of the battle after we get past beyond turn 10. So what I shall do now is I just put the troops on there just like that for now. I didn't do them in any specific order because I wanted to see what the initiative was going to be like of the generals. But as they've both got initiative, they've got a bit of nonce. We'll see how they come onto the board. It is the Confederate first turn, but I'm not going to give them the reserve move, because with the reserve move they would literally be able to walk into the town and the bridge. So I'm not going to give them the reserve move because they're so close to their objective. What I am going to do is give the Union a reserve move, because they've got a long way to go to their objective. So the Union will get the reserve move, the Confederates won't. So I'll come back to you after the first couple of movements. Alright, I've done the first 2 turns. The Confederates cavalry has gone ahead. He's got to that, well, it's not crossroads, is it? The road junction, and he's not far away from the bridge. The rest of the brigade is marching down the road towards the town. Down here, the Union commander, he sent his cavalry ahead with his horse artillery to get to the bridge. So they're actually at the bridge, and further down the road, I didn't give these the full reserve move, these can tramp on at the normal speed, is the rest of the brigade, the 3 infantry regiments. So that's the end of turn 1 and 2. I'll come back at the end of the next 2 turns. It's the end of turn 3 and 4. The Confederates have started to deploy troops. They've got 1 regiment behind that split fencing there near the factory building. Artillery is coming around the corner, and the other 2 infantry regiments of the brigade are also coming into position. I've got them crabbing down the road because my stands are all in one 60mm base, and I just put them in that way to show that they're in march column. That's why they look as if they're walking like crabs. On the Union side, the cavalry have deployed next to the bridge. but the artillery has actually unlimbered and is prepared to fire should those Confederate cavalry decide to stick the nose in to see what's going on. And down the road, the rest of the Union Brigade is still lumbering up into position. Right, 10, 5 and 6 are complete. Again, it's movement. The Confederate cavalry have dismounted, left the horse holders there, and they're making their way up to onto this hill, this wooded hill. Also, one of the infantry regiments has been dispatched up to join them on that hill. In the centre, their artillery is also unlimbered, and we've got 2 regiments in position to defend. The Union, they're in the same place. I decided not to do any counter-battery fire, as both, because they are in range, but it would be a waste of shots. Each gun only gets 6 shots, so I've decided, both decided they weren't going to fire yet. There's no need. This cavalry regiment didn't move, because they're unaware of what's going on up there. They can't see. Down here, the Union general, as he's ridden along the road, is aware of what's happening there in the town. So he's kept 2 of his infantry regiments, but he dispatched one off to go through those woods to reconnoitre the town, see if there's any weak spots in the town's defences. So that's the state of play at the end of turn 6. So we'll come back. I'll come back when there's anything to report next. Right, the Confederate Brigadier General's decided that the town's safe enough, and he's going to make an attempt to capture the bridge. His skirmishers now are at the edge of that, or still in that wood, at the top of the hill, with the regiment following on behind. In the factory yard here, this regiment's realigned, and the reason it's realigned is it's now spotted this Union infantry regiment coming through the trees, so they've realigned behind that picket fence. The rest of the Union troops have now arrived. They've formed up either side of the artillery piece, and the Union general has sent his cavalry off on a sweep, still mounted on a sweep around that flank, around that hill. So both commanders are not only trying to hold on to, well, follow orders and capture the bit they're supposed to capture, i.e. for the Union the bridge and the Confederates the town, but both are making an attempt, while there's not many troops on the field, to actually capture the next objective as well. So I'll come back to you at the end of the next turn. Right, turn 9 and 10 completed, and it's now darkness has fallen at the end of this day. Both sides feel they're in a reasonable enough position. The Confederate cavalry and one unit of infantry are in them woods, ready if necessary to make an assault. Nobody can fire this turn because they've all moved. Well, these Union cavalry haven't moved, but it's maximum range, so I'm going to leave it at not firing this turn. The cavalry, they're getting well around that hill to come up behind. Again, out of sight of this Confederate Brigadier General. There's no idea that's going on at the moment, although I would imagine a runner from the cavalry skirmish has probably told him that the cavalry had disappeared, so he will be roughly aware that they're somewhere around. They're still holding the positions. The Union regiment's still holding its position in the wood, and the troops down here are holding their position behind the bridge. That'll be the end of the battle for today. Both sides feeling quite confident and waiting for reinforcements to arrive tomorrow to carry out assaults on the enemy. If these assaults that are already being lined and planned up don't already work. So I'll finish this video for now, and I'll come back to you on the early morning at dawn in the morning to see what happens.